Have you ever looked at a house and felt like the house was staring back? Not haunted, alive. This is the story of the last house on Sycamore Street, where the walls don't just whisper, they remember you. Sycamore Street, New Orleans. A quiet, historic neighborhood. Every house neatly painted, yards trimmed, except one. House number 17, abandoned for 40 years. Its windows cracked, porch collapsed, and wild grass up to your knees. No mail, no signs of life. But local legends said something lived inside. They called her Eliza Thornhill, a woman murdered by her husband in 1872. Since then, no one who entered that house was ever seen again. That's where Emma Parker comes in. In 2023, Emma, a journalism student and horror content creator, decided to film a documentary inside that very house. One night only, one camera, instant viral content. She set up her gear. Basement first. What she didn't know was that the house had been waiting. In the basement, she found only a broken rocking chair. Still, silent, until it moved on its own. No wind, no explanation. Her camera flickered, shut off, then came back on with a single line across the screen. You shouldn't be here. The footage ends. That was the last anyone saw of Emma. 1 week later, Emma's brother, Liam Parker, flies down from New York. He doesn't believe in ghosts. He believes in answers. He enters the house, equipped with only a flashlight and Emma's laptop. And right there, in the basement, he finds a leather-bound diary covered in dust. On the first page, Eliza Thornhill, 1872. He watches me from the walls. He comes at night with no face. I try to leave, but the house won't let me. Now I sleep until someone enters again. The final page, smeared with blood. Let her in, or she'll take your soul. That night, Liam sees someone in the mirror, a pale woman behind him. But when he turns, nothing. Then the closet creaks open. Inside hangs Emma's jacket, with a tiny spy cam attached to the collar. Emma appears on screen, eyes red, whispering into the camera. Liam, if you're watching this, you need to leave. This house, it's alive. Suddenly, her eyes go black. She screams, and the screen cuts out. Determined to know more, Liam breaks through a wall in the basement. Inside, an ancient occult symbol, candles, and a tiny skeleton. Next to it, Emma's necklace. But there's something worse, 2 bodies. One is Emma's. The other is Emma too. The house didn't just kill her. It duplicated her. After Emma and Liam go missing, a paranormal investigation team named Echo 3 arrives. They've seen haunted houses before, but this one is different. Dr. Alicia Graves, occult specialist. Tom Reyes, tech operator. Jenny Moore, psychic medium. They enter with cameras, EMF readers, and thermal drones. Inside, they find time stuck at 3:03 a.m. Their watches won't move. Their drone flies out and returns with footage from 1872. A woman holding a bleeding baby. Flames, screams, and the house, intact and clean, as if it never aged. During a seance, Jenny enters a trance. She speaks in a voice not her own. I've waited long enough. She was just the beginning. I'll be born again, in her body. Then candles go out. The walls shake. Blood seeps from the ceiling. And written across the floor in red. Welcome back. Alicia finds a secret ritual book inside the walls. The instructions: to break the cycle, burn her bones in the same place where she died. They dig deeper into the east wall and find Eliza's remains. As they light the bones on fire, the house roars. Screams echo from the walls. Faces press from behind the wallpaper. The house fights back, but the flames win. Silence. The team escapes. Dazed, shaken, they check the outside security camera footage and freeze. They see themselves walking toward the house again. Same clothes, same moment. Like the first time never happened. They're trapped in a time loop. Each visit is the beginning of the next. The house doesn't haunt you. It consumes you again and again and again. Some say you can still see Emma at the second floor window. Some say the house is empty. But those who enter never truly leave. So the next time you see an old abandoned house and feel like something inside is watching you, run. Or you might already be inside, and you just don't know it yet. If you enjoyed this horror tale, don't forget to subscribe for more chilling stories. And remember, the scariest places aren't the ones full of ghosts. They're the ones that make you forget you were
Everyone
ever
thinks their
alive.
life is hard, that their problems are bigger than anyone else's, but the night I'm about to tell you about, it changed everything for me. I was only 16 years old. It was around midnight, maybe 2 a.m., and I was with my mom and dad driving in our car. I remember I was so happy that night. I had no idea that joy would turn into trauma within minutes. We were about 20 kilometers from home when suddenly, boom, one of our car tires burst. My dad and mom got out to check. The tire was completely flat. Dad told mom, "Go sit with our son in the car, I'll change the tire." But mom refused. "No, I won't leave you out here in the dark." Dad insisted. "It's too late at night, anything could happen. Please, stay in the car." But she didn't listen. I was watching them argue through the car window when suddenly a speeding car came out of nowhere, must have been going over 100 km/h, and smashed right into my mom. The impact was horrifying. She flew into the air and landed far away. I froze, my heart dropped, my eyes widened, I couldn't move. My dad ran after the speeding car, but it didn't stop. He came back, opened the door, pulled me out in a panic. I was shaking, crying. Dad was barely holding it together. He tried calling an ambulance, but we were deep in a forested area. No network, no signal, no people, just us. He dropped to his knees beside mom, pleading, crying, shaking her body. She wasn't moving. She wasn't breathing. Then he looked at me, tears running down his face, and whispered, "Son, your mom is gone." I lost it, screamed, cried, my whole world shattered, and just when I thought it couldn't get worse, that same car came back, speeding right toward us. Dad held me tight, and at the last second, he threw me aside, out of harm's way. I hit my head hard, bleeding, dizzy, but alive. When I turned around, that car had hit my dad too. He lay there, lifeless, just like mom. My screams echoed through the night, but no one was there, just me, a 16-year-old boy, broken, alone. I crawled to my dad, checked for breath, but there was none. I wanted to call someone, anyone, but there was still no signal, just silence. And then something unexplainable happened. That same car, the one that killed my parents, came back. But this time, it was moving slowly, very slowly, straight toward me. My heart pounded. I stood up, terrified. The car rolled up and stopped. The window rolled down. I stepped closer. No one was inside, not a single soul. I froze. Then, suddenly, the trunk creaked open, and out came, something, not human. Long black hair covering its face, eyes glowing red like fire, wearing white, skin black as coal, nails sharp and bloody. It walked toward me, slowly, and then it spoke. "I killed your parents, and now it's your turn." I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. I stuttered. Why did you do this? "My parents never hurt anyone," he laughed. Loud, mad, uncontrollably. Then he yelled, "Shut up! You have no idea what your parents did to me." He continued, "They murdered me years ago. I used to be human. I was a good man, but your parents destroyed me. That's why I came back, for revenge." I couldn't believe it. I shouted back, "You're lying. My parents were kind. They'd never hurt anyone." But he growled, "They only looked kind. The truth is, they killed me. Your parents buried the truth, and now I buried them." He dragged me to his car. The smell inside was unbearable, rotten, death. We reached my house within a minute. I don't know how. He walked straight to my mom's closet, pulled out an old photo album, and showed me a picture. It was him, the same man, when he was human. "This was me," he said. I was your real father. My stomach dropped. He continued, your so-called dad was my best friend. Your mother and he betrayed me. Right after you were born, they murdered me to steal my property, my son, my life. They raised you not out of love, but for the wealth that was in your name. They planned to kill you when you turned 18, just like they killed me. I couldn't believe it. Not a word. I yelled, show me your face! Take off that hair, prove it! He slowly lifted his hair. His face was torn, stabbed, covered in deep wounds. But I could still see it. He matched the photo. I stepped back, in shock. He looked at me, pain in his red eyes, and whispered, I couldn't kill you because you're my son. I screamed, if this is true, if you were really my father, why didn't you come earlier? Why now? But he didn't answer. He just stared and vanished. Just like that, gone. Later, after many weeks of searching, asking, digging into my parents' past, I found out he was telling the truth. He really was my biological father, and the ones I called mom and dad had killed him for money. I've never seen him again. Maybe I never will. But that night, that cursed night, turned my world upside down. Now I live to help others, to protect, to never let pain repeat what I went through. If this story gave you chills, like and subscribe, because some horror stories are not just stories, they're someone's life. Love you all, stay safe,